Because they're just not working properly.
Hello everyone and welcome back to my channel. And while I was rummaging around the studio looking for I don't know what, but clearly I didn't find it.
Where is it?
I found these things, some wooden discs, and I clearly bought these for a specific craft project, which I can't even remember. What did I do with these? There'll be something hanging around us where I've used these, and I don't know what it was for. We used these before, didn't we, in a video, and I just don't randomly have them. I don't know. But anyway, I found these.
Oh my god.
And I thought, you know what, I fancy doing some like little crafty, arty, decorated wooden discs. Little ornaments and stuff. And I know you associate these with Christmas and doing like Christmas discs and stuff, but this wasn't my idea. They might turn out a bit Christmassy, but it wasn't supposed to be a Christmas thing. But I was thinking about what I can use to, I don't know, make them like fun and a bit different. And I also found these online, and they're glitter paint pens. So these ones here, I just got them off Amazon. I don't know whether they're any good or not. But I thought it'd be quite fun to make some tacky glitter little wooden disc ornaments. I think that'd be well fun.
It won't.
I'm thinking like nice little landscapes or something. I don't know, I haven't really thought about it too much, but I'm just gonna let the pens decide and let my hands decide, and then hopefully it looks nice whatever it is I've made. Right, let's get into these pens, see what these are like. Apparently it does say that they're good for wood and for rocks and glass and paper, so it should be fine for this. It wants to be, otherwise, I don't know, my idea is completely ruined, isn't it? Oh, it's good for even more stuff. Ceramics, porcelain, fabric, glass, and more. These are basically good for everything, apparently.
You're a liar and a scoundrel, and your father's a liar and a cheat!
It reminds us of being in like primary school. Can you remember when you used to have like glitter glue and everything was just like glitter and it would just be an absolute mess. Right, I'm thinking about doing like a nice little foresty landscape. That's what I've got in my head anyway. So I want to do the silhouettes of trees first. Ooh, oh, these pens are nice. This isn't sponsored by these pens, by the way. I just bought them on a whim. Oh, good. Oh, this is gonna work fine. Because I want this to basically be like the silhouette of some trees and just have like dead branches coming off and stuff. Not really dead, but like winter. You know, when all the trees are looking sad and they've lost all their leaves. Which depresses me a lot, by the way. There's nothing better in the world than when spring and summer starts to come around and all the trees start to get the leaves back. Instant happiness. Seriously, it just brings me so much joy. You don't realise how important nature is until like you just don't have it, and it's just sad, isn't it? I'd be so upset to live in like a full-on city, like concrete jungle kind of place where you're just surrounded by buildings constantly. I think you just need nature, you really do. Oh, I sounded proper like hippie-ish there, didn't I?
You can almost smell the opium.
See, look at this. I know this is just the start I've done, but how cool is that? You're definitely not going to be able to see the glitter on camera, but it's definitely glittery. It's a subtle glitter. I think the wood kind of dissipates it a little bit. I feel like it's struggling a little bit now. I think sometimes they just get a bit clogged up. I just thought as well, because this box says American company and it's made in America, it just got me thinking there. By the time this video comes out, which I think will be the end of November, I think America will have a new president, won't they? That'll be interesting, won't it? It's funny as well because American elections, I didn't realise they go on ages. Like all this year, it feels like they've been banging on about the election in America because we are subjected to it over in the UK. It's on the news all the time. And I didn't realise how long it goes on for. Like, you must get exhausted. It must probably like wear you down. It just feels like it just drags on and on and on. Who's the choice? You've got Kamala and horrible Trump. Fingers crossed you aren't stuck with Trump again. It's embarrassing. It really is embarrassing, you know. I'm sorry to say it, and if there's any Americans watching who get offended, but it's really, really embarrassing the fact that you've had, or potentially have, Donald Trump as your president. I know we can't talk in the UK the amount of prime ministers we've had in the past however many years. They just keep flying in and out of office. And because they all end up being shit. They all end up being so shit. Like, I feel like a massive hypocrite slagging off American politics when UK politics is just as bad, quite frankly. Politics as a whole, proper shit, isn't it?
Yes, queen.
I am quite a political person. I like to keep up to date with politics and stuff, but I feel like recently it's been just a mega shit show.
You're a liar and a scoundrel, and your father's a liar and a cheat!
Anyway, let's stop talking about politics, because politics is shite. I've either used all of this pen, which I'm quite surprised about, or it's just fully blocked. I can't have used it all already. I've only done one tree. Well, I definitely haven't used it all, I've just splattered everywhere. Sorry, I'm just fighting with these glitter pens at the minute. It started off really well and then it's just all of a sudden gone really bad. Right, you've reappeared now, thank you. I think maybe it's because I'm drawing on wood. I think it struggles a little bit with wood. I think that's all I'll do for that one because it's struggling. Right, and then I'm thinking, I feel like this is going to be quite abstract, Dali kind of, I don't know, unusual. I'm wanting to do rivers oh, rivers of like colour in the background. And it's not going to be like obviously realistic or anything like that. We'll start off with a green, see how we get on. See, I feel like they start off really good, these pens, and then all of a sudden they just start to clog up. I'll be quick with it and try and get all the colour out while I can. Then I think we'll go for a bit of pink. Oh, you're just struggling again. Why? There's nothing worse than using art materials that like don't want to work. Don't you dare! They work really well and then they just stop working. And the thing is, I was singing your praises earlier on and now you're just letting us down. I'm really trying to trust the process with what I'm doing, but I don't think it's going to look very good. I'll just be straight up like, I don't think this idea is going to look particularly nice. It might do when it's fully done, but you know when something's just not looking very lovely. Like, I'll show you it. It just looks, I don't know, it looks really ugly to me. What do we think?
Oh my god, ew, David!
Do we think what by the time I finish this, it's actually going to look nice or not? I just can't tell. I'll keep going. I may as well. I've got nothing else planned for today, so. Before I forget though, I do want like some sort of like sun thing in the sky. Weirdly enough, I'm working on something at the minute that I'm actually really enjoying. I didn't think I would. And it's not like a video thing either. It's something, I don't really want to give too much away just in case it all goes wrong because I've had like lots of problems with it. But it's a little project I'm working on anyway. And it's not something I would really, I don't know, kind of think that I would enjoy because I feel like a lot of people do it for the wrong reasons. I know I'm going to be very kind of mysterious and ambiguous about what I'm talking about, just in case it doesn't work and nothing happens. And I wanted to do it because I wanted to do it and because I had like a good idea for it and stuff. And I've been working on it and I don't know, I'm just quite into it. I didn't think I would find it as much fun as I'm finding it, but I've been busy doing that and I kind of just wanted to continue doing that. It's taken a lot of effort, mind. It's taken a lot of work, way more work than I thought it was going to. I thought it was going to be like a little quick thing and just like bip bop boop 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 and then you're done. But no, it's taken me a long time. But it's an enjoyable time. You don't mind spending your time and your energy on something when you're actually enjoying it, do you? So hopefully it'll come to fruition and people understand what I'm talking about. If it doesn't, then just ignore everything I've just said. Right, we'll go for a bit of purple now. And this is a very big section, so I want this pen to not run out and not be a little arse. Ah, these pens are so shit. They're really, really shit. When they said, oh, it works on wood and stuff, you absolute liars. Well, you didn't lie, but you don't continue to work on wood. You're a struggle to work on wood. I had to go for glitter, didn't I? I could have just painted this on. Or even glue. I could have just used glue and just regular glitter. I've committed to this idea now, so I'm determined to see it through. Right, that was an ass on. Also, I've just realised, like, you can't see the trees anymore because it's literally, it's like so much glitter on top of glitter. You can kind of see it, but you have to really look for it. Right, we'll go for a lighter colour and try and break this up a little bit. Oh, I know you're not going to work very well. I can already tell. These pens are irritating the life out of us now. And also, I've just realised, I was wondering why it was hard to kind of see things and stuff. These pens are basically, like this is a gold, but it's just a gold coloured paint with silver glitter inside of it. It doesn't have the same coloured glitter as what the actual paint is. So all I'm seeing is just so much silver coming up through the colour. It feels like I've literally just painted everything silver. I think I might potentially have to go over these trees with like a matte colour because you just can't see them anymore. I'm getting really frustrated with these pens, you have no idea. You know, when you're trying to keep your cool, I'm really trying to like hold it in. But I'm getting really vexed with them because they're just not working properly. I look at the state of it. It actually doesn't look too bad on camera, but in person it looks really shitty. But I'm definitely gonna have to go over these trees. Like, look at that little tree. It's pretty much disappeared. In fact, let me get a Sharpie. I'm gonna go over them trees now. I tell you what, we're going to stick with this one, how it is, and just do this half, and then I'm going to do a different one with just regular pens and see how that goes, and then we can compare the two. I'm leaving that top bit, because it's going to take us all day to colour it in. Okay, take two. Because I want to make something that actually looks half decent. If you see these Artistro glitter pens, just be warned, they don't work on this kind of wood. Or they do, but not very well. So let's try and do the same thing, but with some just regular paint markers. See if I have any better luck. I know wood's not the best kind of material to do like drawn on and stuff, but I think I can get a better outcome than that. Right, let me just check that this is actually going to draw on here. Oh, yeah.
Spank me.
Look at the mark making. 100% better. I hate this so much. Right, I'll speed through this one with some proper paint markers and then we can compare the two. Not that we need to, because I know for a fact the paint marker one is going to beat the glitter one. This video has evolved into something that it wasn't meant to be. Okay, so this video has basically developed into comparing different materials on wood discs to find out which one's the best for creating art on wood discs. But anyway, this is obviously the glitter pens. The thing is, I was obviously slagging these glitter pens off and stuff. They are actually nice glitter pens. They're just not good for this. They're just really, really, really not good for this. They're actually really awful for something like this, so don't waste your time. But then you have some proper art markers. Look how better that is. That looks so cool. I know obviously it's simple and blah, 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 and I'm sure everyone could come up with something way better. I think it's like a fun little idea, isn't it? If this was in the right setting, if you just think about it, I know it's hard to envision stuff because my studio is so busy. Look at it in my t-shirt. If you could envision this in like an autumnal cabin or something, I think it would go really well. Like really like warm toned interiors. I think it would just fit right in. And I used these Hoo pens or whatever they're called. These were recommended to us years ago by one of you's lot and they're fantastic little pens. Again, not sponsored or anything. So yeah, if you're wanting to do wood disc art, avoid your glitter pens and go for some proper art markers. Or you could always go for acrylic paint. You can't go wrong with acrylic paint. Anyway, I think that just about does it for today's video. Today's like random weird video that didn't mean to go this way. I wasn't planning this video like this. But I feel like I rescued it. I definitely feel like I came up with quite a nice second option. So if you enjoyed my quick thinking, then make sure to give this video a thumbs up. And I've got loads more of these things, these wooden discs. So if you want us to do anything else with them, feel free to let us know. I know the very obvious one is to do pyrography with it. And I tried that one time, I think it was many years ago for like a Christmas craft thing. I'll put a video up here somewhere. I was doing like different baubles, I think it was that video, or it might have been a blind Pinterest challenge, I'm not sure. Too long ago for me to remember, but what I do remember is it was really difficult. It was very hard to do, so don't recommend that. Maybe something resin. Could do some maybe resin stuff with it. I don't know. Or like paw paintings. Paw paintings would look quite nice on like a nice wooden disc, wouldn't they? Oh, coasters. They could make really nice coasters. I could varnish this and this could be like a really hefty nice coaster, couldn't it? Anyway, I'll see you next week for a brand new video. What am I doing next? Oh, next week. I know what's happening next week. It's the start of something, isn't it? The start of something that happens every year in December. So that'll be a lot of work.